What's up, YouTube? So we're gonna go work in the garage a little bit today. Today's Saturday. It's Christmas Eve. Sunday's Christmas Eve. We're gonna go up here. We're gonna do a wheel bearing on a Camry. So maybe it'll help some people out. They've never done one. They need to do this, whatever. There's the Camry. We're gonna get the Supra pulled out and get this thing pulled in. I think it's a back wheel bearing, so I'm gonna turn it around and do it. But stay with us. Watch what's going on. See, got the part sitting in there. Check out the website, 89boostedSupra.org. We do have stuff on there. This is Elders. Go check him out. He's got a little garage. He got his own business garage. Good people. We've got more than just the Boosted Supra stuff on there. We do have a shirt that's got like booty and boost on it, stuff like that. And we're gonna be doing more stuff as it comes along. People start buying stuff, we'll do more, advertise more. Good area. But anyway, check out the website. Let's get to it. Get this wheel bearing changed, and we got some stuff to do before Christmas. So we gotta get some stuff done. Christmas at his mom's this weekend, so gotta get some things done that I've been wanting to do for him. And yeah, can't say because he'll watch this video, but we're gonna go take care of it. But anyway, I hope this helps somebody. If they got to change a wheel bearing on this, I think it's a back one. I'll let you know in just a minute. I hope it helps y'all out if y'all have to do a wheel bearing on here. And yeah, stay with us. All right, take these lug nuts off. Okay, y'all, so this is a little different. It's drum brakes, but it is a hub assembly. So you gotta go in and you gotta turn this where you want it. And get 4 bolts. You gotta pull those 4 bolts out. And hopefully this whole assembly will come out. I'm gonna spray some PB blaster and stuff on everything right fast. Try to get everything loose. But if it all comes out the way it's supposed to, from words of the wise, my dad over here, it should come out. If it doesn't, we gotta take the whole brake assembly out from what he says. So we'll get this off. We'll spray all this down, get in here and take these 4 bolts out, and see if it'll come off. All right, so I didn't do a time lapse on this thing. So let me show you what we done to get it out. So we didn't have to get rid of all the brake stuff, take all the brake stuff off. Obviously, we'll have to clean it with brake cleaner, make sure we get it good and clean. But let me show you what we did. So this thing's got 4 bolts, 1, 2, 3, 4. And this is the back, this is the front side. You go in through these holes to get all 4 of those bolts. Also, make sure you unplug your clip before you take it off. But if you don't, if you come in here, it's got a 10mm right in here and a 10mm here. You take those off, and this is just a cord. It's not a hose, it's a cord. And it will actually stretch out far enough. But what we did is we took the bolts out, and we went on this back side, and we beat on this back plating and got the bearing out, or got the thing out of the hub. As you can see, insets in there. And after they've been in there, I don't even, what year is this thing? 98? 2000? Anyway, it's 20 years old at least. You know it's probably been there for 20 years. So it rusts. So we beat the back plating off, but this is loose. You gotta be careful you don't break that. Realistically, I should have took this bolt out. Probably take that bolt out to put it back together. Yeah, I'll probably take this bolt out and put it back together because this hose will move freely. So we beat the backing plate off. We got it off. Once we got it off, I went in. I ain't gotta worry about this sensor, but I went in here and I took this piece here and run it through and put it right beside that on this backing plate and hit it on both sides and kept hitting it, and it finally worked its way loose because the bearing, of course, was up against this and it just beat it loose. So got it off that way you don't have to take all this centerpiece off. So now I'm probably gonna take this bolt off just to be precaution. These lines don't look brittle, but we'll take this off just to take it off, put all this back together. Pretty much the same steps. We'll put it in, we'll plug this in last, and we'll go ahead and push this back through. And it does have, it's got a clip here and here on each side of this. It's just a cover that goes over that piece. You see the little pieces. I used a little screwdriver and got in here and pried that up on each side, pulled it back, and then the actual piece is just a normal plug. You mash it here. But you match it there and pull it off. It's a little tight, is what it is. Let's get it back together. All right, look here, y'all. We got it back on. I still gotta, I'm gonna tighten it up. I'm gonna go in here and tighten them up. I'll run them on. And what I did is, on this piece here, not this one, the one that's in here, is I put a dab of grease on all these and pushed the bolts in. That way the grease would hold the bolts. And this, since I took this brake line off, I was able to actually turn that completely flat and set all the bolts in there, and then put it up here and get each bolt started, and then I could just run them in. And the reason I was glad I could lay it flat is because these two bolts over here, as you can see, like these two you can get to, you can get your hands in here. I got fairly decent sized hands, but this side over here you cannot get to. So that would be one reason you'd have to take the brakes off if you couldn't get in there to get it. But like I said, what I did is I had all this off. I undone this, as you can see. I got to put it back down in there. Brake goes right there. But I could lay this flat and put a dab of grease on all the bolts so they would stay stuck to this. And I laid this flat and I set it down in there, and then I held it up and started each bolt. That way I didn't have to take none of this brake stuff off. Save you, what, I don't know, 30, 45 minutes not having to take all that brake stuff off. To save you a little bit of time there if you just do that little trick. But let's get these tightened up and get the wheel back on and get all these little bolts in, and we'll be good to go. Okay, y'all, that's it for that one. We got this little Camry fixed up for him. Hopefully it does good for him. Like I said, he come to us, he told us which wheel bearing it was. He bought the parts, we put it together for him, and Dad's gonna pick him up right now so he can come get his Camry, because I'm waiting on somebody else to get here because I gotta go pick up something today. Anyway, I appreciate y'all watching. If you like the how-to videos, let me know. I really like doing a time-lapse thing. I just didn't do it on this one. I didn't have my GoPro up here, and I didn't have a way to set up my phone really. Roughly, it took probably, well, and with me filming and I took a break, it probably took about an hour to do this, roughly, give or take some, minus some. But yeah, roughly about an hour to do this for how we done it and everything. Let me show you something. I know a lot of people use Ballistol, they use WD-40, they use a lot of different stuff to help with penetration as far as getting stuff off. This stuff right here works really good. I have used a product called Freeall before. Freeall works amazingly, works really good. This is probably the close to Freeall as I have used. I usually use, I threw my cans away because I'm out. I usually use Ballistol because it's a little cheaper, but this right here works better than Ballistol does. Or I'm sorry, not Ballistol, PB Blaster. Sorry, I always get those mixed up. But so normally we use PB Blaster, as you can see. Works really good. I like this stuff. This stuff is amazing, and I will probably keep more of it. So anyway, I hope y'all enjoyed it. I hope you learned something. Check out the website, and we'll see y'all on the next one.